Hi everyone, Josephat Bless here from TradewithBolu Online Services. Here I am with you again for this weekly analysis that will be taking place today. So basically we're discussing about three pairs: the USD, the XAUUSD, GBPUSD, and US Tech Cash, which is also known as the US 100. Alright, so starting our risk warning. Alright, trading leverage products of forex derivatives might not be suitable for all investors. They carry a high degree of risk to your capital. So please, you can just pause this video to take a good look at this. All right, so you continuing watching this video is an indication that you agree to the terms and conditions. All right, so let's dive straight into it. So basically, starting with the DXY. All right, so we have the previous week we have a pretty nice consolidation that we spoke about. Then we had a break off of this nice resistance region. All right, price broke off as we see the pump in the US dollar. Currently is in retracement. Then it started consolidating within these two price region on 91.510 and 91.878. Okay, so basically what are we expecting from the DXY in this coming week? All right, so we have a pretty nice buying pressure from this point and selling pressure from the other end, as we see that. So this is a ranging market. All right, that's what we call a ranging market. Okay, so basically we're expecting a breakout on an uptrend or a downtrend. Okay, so basically for this in the very early days of this week, we'll most likely be having a retest back to this point. Then it's either break off in an uptrend or a downtrend, or it's just simply break off from this directly from this 91.811 price region. All right, so that's basically what we're expecting for the DXY. But if it breaks off in a downtrend, we'll be expecting a retracement back to the 90.56 region, as we see that it's a very strong support that was resistance that was blocking before, now turned into support. All right, and it breaks up in an uptrend, we simply have a continuation of a nice smooth trend in this coming week. So let's check the economic calendar and know what we are expecting for this week. All right, as impact towards the US dollar and the GBP, because those are the two currency pairs that we're mostly trading with. All right, so basically the dollar is having a very smooth time this week. All right, we're not expecting very high impact moves only until Friday. All right, so on Thursday we might have a bit of by 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. we have our two pairs. All right, US dollar and the GBP pretty impacted by the news there. We have the BOE governmental ballistics that might actually affect the currency pair. All right, with quite high. We also have the on Friday there is actually a major impact on the USD on Friday, so we most likely, if you don't know how to trade the news, please the major advice is that you stay off the market. All right, so basically that's what we have for this week as in terms of the economic calendar. So we have a pretty nice week coming here for that. All right, so if you desire to know more about news in terms of the fundamental aspects, all right, of the market, quickly check FXStreets. We'll post a description link of this website in the video underneath the video, so you could have check it out. It's all for free. Just come to the site, check the news. There are different news on different pairs, different analysis, economic calendar, cryptos, and education, all that you actually want to check for on the fundamentals. So you have the news on the GBP, for example, that we search here, and all that stuff. All right, so because of time, we will not really do much on that. So let's get to the charts. All right, so starting with the XAUUSD. So over the previous time we had we spoke about the breakout that came off here. All right, so pretty nice trade of that. All right, so we spoke about a retest back to this region in the previous analysis. And please, if you haven't been checking up on weekly analysis, please ensure you check them up, because you would actually get to know about a lot of entries coming up in a week and valid trades to take into better direction and help you in your forex journey in terms of profitability. Okay, so basically what we have here is that we had a major breakout from this trend line that has been tested over and over again. Then we had a pretty nice bearish momentum, very strong bearish momentum, I would say. All right, so basically what are we, this big picture of the XAUUSD. All right, so this past week we had a pretty nice consolidation on this two price region, 1799.44 and 1768.85. okay, so what are we expecting from this? All right, so we're still expecting a breakout according on the XAUUSD All right, so what breakout? A downward, a bearish breakout. All right, so why a bearish breakout? You can see on the previous price action here. All right, brought to support. This is currently in the channel. All right, just broke up the channel. All right, but got back into it, retested the resistance, and a pretty nice bearish momentum, strong bearish momentum there, which are hoping to continue down to this support region down here. So that's basically what we're expecting in the XAUUSD. So checking our entry point on the 1 hour time frame, this is the consolidation marked out here. So basically we're expecting a retracement of the price down to the resistance of the consolidation, which would also be retesting the 200 EMA, which is a pretty nice this is EMA or SMA, okay, 200 SMA that we have here, which is a pretty nice dynamic support and resistance. All right, so it's very it's a very reliable one, so we're actually quite confident in our trade to have a pretty nice bearish momentum down to the support of this consolidation before we have a breakout. All right, so basically that's what we're expecting for the XAUUSD this week. So our entry point is basically the intersection of the 200 moving average and the price at this resistance level of the consolidation. All right, so basically that's our entry points. All right, to trail over, I think that's over 1,000 pips right there. Well, let's check it out. All right, so that's over, oh sorry, okay, so this is over 1,900 pips. Okay, so that's over 1,900 pips as I expectancy from that. All right, so moving on to the GBPUSD. GBPUSD has been a pretty nice uptrend. All right, in the past weeks, past months, so we had that. All right, so this past week we had a pretty nice bearish momentum, okay, on the GBPUSD, starting from a consolidation, a breakout down. All right, as you could see it here, okay, as it continued all the way down here, as it broke up the trend line and had a pretty nice retracement from the 70.0 Fibonacci region back to the 38.2 before continuing its bearish momentum. Okay, so normally we expect this to retest the trend line, right? But that price didn't pretty much work in that manner. So I'm sure it's something that has to do with probably news came up or something caught up with that. All right, so basically what we have here, what are we expecting from the GBPUSD this week? Okay, so basically we're expecting a street bearish momentum to continue. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using the technicals on the 4 hour and the moving averages as our entry points. So basically what are we expecting from GBPUSD? All right, for GBPUSD, broke of the trend line, all right, came back to a retest, into a retracement before continuing this impulsive move. So currently the impulsive move has started, a nice impulsive move starting. All right, so we're expecting a pretty nice continuation of this trend in the downward towards a bearish momentum. Okay, so basically where's your entry point in all this? All right, so you could see here that the 50 EMA has been a pretty nice dynamic support or resistance, all right, over time, okay, over the week. So we have this as a very nice dynamic support or resistance plus the 200 MA, which is actually pretty, like I said, pretty reliable. Right? So most likely we'll be having at some point in this trend, this impulsive, we're having very nice retracements, all right, down to the 50 moving average. As you can see, price has done that already once, twice. All right, so we're expecting a third one that will be coming up during the week, all right, to the 50 EMA, and then you can make your entry. All right, so basically you're waiting for a retracement down to the 50 moving average region and taking your nice sell and then trading that trend all the way down. All right, so that's basically that for the GBPUSD. Moving on to the US Tech Cash, that's US 100, we had a pretty nice uptrend which recently broke off a very short resistance that we spoke about in our last analysis. We spoke about this trend coming down here, spoke about having a nice retracement, okay, down to this price region, all right, and a pretty nice impulse move coming up after that. So if you miss that, please ensure that you don't miss upcoming analysis as well. So please, we have currently we have a nice uptrend, all right, in a channel. So basically this the price, you know, went straight to test the support, the resistance of this channel, all right. So currently it's on its way back to the support before continuing its momentum, all right. So basically what we're expecting here is already an active sell which has begun already back to this support region. This is the second, maybe the second trend line, as we could say, is a region to actually take note of and be very conscious about, all right, just in case price retests at that level, because you could see, you know, there's actually quite some minimum buying pressure there, so you want to just be careful about that. So on the moving average, you're simply expecting a break of this 50 moving average down to the 200 moving average, all right, before you take your buy entry, all right, or you can take your sell after a break of this 50 moving average. So that'll be all for this week in terms of our weekly analysis. Thank you very much for following us in this analysis. You'll be blessed in this coming week in the market. Thank you.